Morehead State Eagles. First possession, Mark Sears going to work, swinging it out to Estrada. Welcome to Tuscaloosa. Lathan working in, loose on the floor. Pringle's got it. Alabama's got it. Sears around the screen. 7-0 run to begin this game.
Screen roll, stepping behind the screen and knocking it down.
Pringle to Sears. From Morehead State. Minix floating it high. Denied Grant Nelson. Here comes Alabama. Estrada.
And that was outstanding. You talk about
the back. Some more newcomers on the floor like Sam Walters and Muhammad Wagi. How about Mark Sears returning? State. 2 shots coming up for the Muscle Shoals native Mark Sears. Picks up the and one.
This time.
Riley Minix with a lot of active hands this possession for the Tide. Shot clock winding down. Reitzel gets it off from nowhere. Nelson already with 2 3-pointers tonight. Works it back to Sears. Sears lost control of it. NFL.
Up, get it up to get to the free throw line for 2.
Mark Sears. 12.5 points per game last year for. Sears around the screen by Wagi. Sam Walters has that 3-point attempt deflected, then Sears falls down and a foul.
It isn't about where people pick you. It's about coaching your team, getting better and better.
Mark Sears. Certainly play 1 through 5 for Alabama. Jaron Stevenson with the tray.
Yeah, as he wants.
Lathan knocked down the 3-pointer for Morehead State. Stevenson, another 3.
That's the year that you want to see right there. Nice patience, nice wheeling and dealing, getting to the left hand.
Stevenson off the mark that time. Sears the offensive rebound. Nice finish inside, Jaron. Thomas driving in, and the turnover. Sears draw in Lexington for Alabama and Kentucky at 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 Central, followed by 2.
Running their action, getting the switch they want. A little on a big, makes you pay.
Griffin gets Alabama. Estrada knocks it down.
Offensively on Grant Nelson.
Sears takes it himself. And we should note as well the stat that just flashed on the screen. That's 11 turnovers after that last mistake for Indiana State. Alabama trying to take advantage. Stevenson left side. Perfect. This already is the largest lead of the night for Alabama. Sears open. The lead gets.
Beautiful reverse layup.
Sears, Pringle, and he's fouled. Nick Pringle with 3, with 2. Mark Sears is fouled with 1 point.
Sure with your passing.
Sears fouled on
to make sure that he's going to be active on the defensive end. But both of these teams, you talk about, do a tremendous job, these coaches, of putting the players in positions to succeed.
Foul was on Bledson, who will check out. Here comes Sears. And he's fouled.
Positions to make strong and successful play. Go take a break on the bench. Hopefully he can get back in this ball game. He's a real difference maker.
Sears, that was Accra.
Foul.
Out of the inbounds, Nelson fighting down low. Nelson, he doesn't need.
Understanding their bailout spots. When you drive, you got a cutter coming and a person shaping up in the corner. Outstanding.
Nelson uses Pringle, now feeds Pringle. Can't get the roll, but it's tipped out to Sears. Sears will pull up. 3 from
late. Got it a little bit off the bounce. That's his game. Take it a little bit closer and get to your sweet spot.
First points for Isaiah Swope since the under-8 timeout in the first half. Sears for three. That's blocked by Wagi.
Outstanding, and he's sitting down on D.
Again, taking on Conwell. Good defense.
Man got away with a foul on that one, lost his verticality.
There goes Sears all the way.
And Mark Sears.
Sears thought about it, and a foul.
Defense in limbo, drawing the foul.
For 7 free throw game against Morehead State. And now 7 for 8. Sears dancing. Sears off balance, and he's fouled.
Lincoln Memorial on the Division II level has been in a Division II now for his coaching career. Players are different than they were years for the Alabama Crimson Tide. Has not only Alabama playing winning basketball in an exciting style that the fans love to watch.
They love Mark
Taking his time in the low post, getting over his left shoulder with the baby hook.
Griffin attacking. Finding Pringle, just couldn't.
The Jaguars land, shooting it effortlessly and confidently.
Nelson thought about a three. Sears will take it and connect. Mark Sears. The floater.
Really good contact.
Freshman against a veteran. Excellent work by Marcus Millender. Sears. Nelson. He'll go the line.
Good cut. Excellent job in transition, getting back and loading up in the paint to keep Alabama from getting easy baskets and then showing bodies.
There's an Sears. Wagi. This time. Mark Sears. Nelson. Yes! Sears to Nelson. Pringle with the finish. Jaguars trying to find some offense. Samuel Tabe against Nelson. The ball stripped away by Reitzel. Here comes Alabama. To Sears. He stays perfect. Mark Sears. Out to Reitzel. Three again. Sears against Millender draws the foul. Sears only 2 misses at the line so far, including Chattanooga versus number 8, Alabama. And it's a full slate of it. Sears finding a wide open Walter. Sears using the window and a whistle blown. ESPN app. The schools will meet in football next week, but this week it's back.
Here's Pringle. Sears had room and gets the layup.
The cup.
Carmody, a feed down low. What a block by Pringle.
Wow.
Sears. Whistle. And
5. Started off with a little bit of a slow start, but the potential is unlimited for him at 6'10", 230 pounds, and a tremendous athlete.
The all-time series 7-3 against the Bears. Here comes Sears. Another nice try. Sears, nice feed, but Wagi is blocked. And then Sears cleans it up.
Wow. Their progress and grabbing them and holding them to allow a little bit more free flow to the game.
Here comes Sears, man, he is feeling it tonight. I'm sure you've got McCreary. Michael Zanoni has been impressive. And so too is Jaron Stevenson. There's a... Griffin from the corner. That's a nice answer.
And that's excellent offense.
Sears looking for Pringle, and he's fouled.
Any player can get it off the boards, take it up and push the team in transition. When you have that type of ability, you're a threat from all over.
Mark Sears thought about the three. He's been a threat from all over tonight. Now he'll drive. Another great take from Mark Sears.
In transition, stepped up and knocked it down.
Now Sears is fouled. And now Sears stands at the line. His first attempt of the night. And Sears, the senior from Muscle Shoals, Alabama.
And knocking it out. You know, this is a game that feels like Alabama is definitely dominating, in which in a lot of ways they are.
And there's Stevenson.
That's what he does.
Here comes Sears. Sears will pull up. Man, he can't be stopped. For Mark Sears here in the first half. He's looking for more. Now he'll kick. Cosby for three. Of this first half. Here comes Sears. Mark Sears blazing on through. What a finish and what a half for Mark Sears.
Tremendous. You talk about a back-breaking effort. Dialed one up. Sears getting end to end. Grant Nelson found the right guy in Nick Pringle.
Sears doing what he did so much of the first. Sears 2 for 2 tonight from the line. And now 3 for 3.
Surveying the court with a nice mid-range J.
And a whistle and a foul on the bench. Fifth in the SEC preseason poll. Kentucky, a team that a lot of people think could challenge.
Jay Wagner has the bloodlines. His father ready to shoot.
Sears looking for Pringle. Whoa! Wow! After the other three took head coaching jobs. Sears fighting, and he's...
And with a graduate assistant in work that's been paying off.
And
Sears taking it down the left sideline. Sears whips a pass inside. Wagee lays it in for two.
The defense came to Mark Sears, and understandably so. He's been one of the...
Way. Estrada crossing over, getting down the lane, getting to the rim, high off the glass. It won't drop. Rebounded by Pringle. He gets it back out to Sears. Sears splitting defenders, driving in and scoring for two. Battle with it, throws it over onto the left wing to Thornton. Thornton had it stripped, stolen away by Sears. Mark trying to go on a run out, got fouled from behind. Estrada on the drive, hesitates into the paint, kicks it over to Sears near side. Spot up three, bottom.
Aaron Estrada making things happen, got in the lane. Mark Sears has struggled, especially from the three-point line, caught it in rhythm and knocks it down.
2-point ball game, Buckeyes with the lead, but the crowd heavily wearing crimson rather than scarlet on its feet here in Niceville, Florida. For the arc, goes left side, whips a pass around to Walters, open three, bottom. Drive and flip it to Sears trailing. He'll drive down the lane. He'll circle under the basket. He'll kick it to Stevenson. Near side three, bottom. Reverses back up top to Key. He will hand it off to Bonner. Poked away and stolen. Bama with the basketball. Ahead, Estrada down the lane. Step through. Layup is good.
Oregon. Mark Sears starts up top here for the Ducks. Sears takes to the rack. Dakota product, a big part of this Alabama team.
Effective.
Mark Sears kicks out, three straight away. Can't. Steers, goalie. Thought about the fadeaway there to Evans. Instead, his entry pass comes to Sears. Mark, nice move. He hits the spin.
Work, and whoever has to guard him, I do not envy.
Front end of the...
Well, you know, he's a Bobcat. OU, oh yeah.
And universally for the Alabama players. Why did you come to Alabama? Nate Oates style.
If UO can take him out of that.
Really is a dynamic new look for Oregon, both in the good news and bad news part. The injuries, yes, but Jackson Shelstad did make his debut last night. 8 points, 15 minutes. So a super talented freshman. Adding.
Wow, Cousinard is shooting the lights out right now for Oregon as they take the lead.
Another guy, what feels like everybody on this Oregon roster, is over. All the while, Mark Sears not to be outdone. After the shuffling of the feet, Bama gets it right back.
Referee, whether that was an over and back or a backcourt violation for Alabama, so they've continued about their business as usual.
Guard-driven team, but this could certainly help the cause.
Not going to look quite the same next year.
A lot of folks will be sad to see it go.
Great job by Quendo attacking that ball screen and heading downhill with a good finish.
Sears, great ability to get to the free throw line.
English on the finish. Nice play. We'll step up over these next couple weeks with some production missing due to injury. Cousinard answering the call today to get downhill and
goes 24-17, 24-17.
It's an Alabama team that has really been scoring and one scoop to the hoop and one. Estrada got it. The SEC averaging 20 a game. He has not scored. And Bama the other way. That one saved nicely as they swing it. Sears got it. Now Sears, Alabama looking to break at 25 all tie. Sears, and he's fouled.
The other guard is chasing over the top this way, trying to run. It does inevitably open up drive and kick situations, but still, like, you want them to.
Loose ball, saved by Estrada. And they get it up ahead, and Sears.
You know, a lot of times, the difference between winning and losing teams are the players who are willing to sacrifice their body and get on the floor for loose balls. And there you had on that last possession, 2 out.
That's guys just very comfortable. He played at Glens Falls High School. That's the same.
And you talk about physical. Purdue is physical with Zach Edey and the way their guards play. Lawyer and company, they're really good.
Sears.
Chase Hunter and you talk about PJ Hall combined for 8 points in the first half, with Hunter being 1 of 6 from the field, and they had a 1-point lead.
Sears. ACC SEC Challenge. John Shambi, Jay Williams, Angel Gray here in Tuscaloosa. Sears, good feed inside, and he found Waggy.
Hold his arm, his shoulder. Godfrey is so strong.
And that shot blocked. Nelson gathers it back in, throws.
That's how you actually post.
You saw that quick shot of PJ Hall on the bench for the Tigers with 3 fouls. Sears, step back 3, got it. Alabama by a point. Corner 3, and that. Closing in on 13 to go here in the second half. Hunter lost the ball. It's a turnover. Now Walters. Sears. Oh!
Game is going to come down. We all know Alabama can score. They're going to have to win this game on the defensive end.
And that was the thing that both coaches emphasized at shoot-around.
Falling for it.
What a dagger.
And the lob is Pringle. And one, the lone loss to Ohio State. Sears, full head of steam, lays it in and one. Got to get something up here. And Sears puts it in. He's got
the rim. That was on Dominguez. That's his second. Not even 90 seconds in.
About things that he wasn't happy with, especially in the second half of Clemson and Ohio State.
Here's a steal. Sears has it. Coast to coast and rejected at the rack. Crimson Tide get it back. Rebound. Tide on the move again.
When you think of these two teams, you think they're just going to jack up threes. But they...
Off another steal. Wagee. And now Sears penetrating and foul.
I often allude, Roy, I was like, when I played on style going to work, is that going to, this analytics stuff, well, they've shown that it works, and it works big time.
Now, Hodson admitted to us today when he first got to Buffalo, he didn't buy into all of the analytics. Remember the ESPN 100, a four-star prospect, number 54, according to our guy, Paul Biancardi.
State get this thing into the paint, off the dribble, off the pass, cause Alabama to get into rotations.
Aaron Todd turns it over. He was trying to do exactly that. After the steal by Nelson, Sears thinking about it. Somehow gets it outside to right.
So guys can move to the open spot and get good rhythm, open threes.
Dominguez the runner, swatted by Nelson. And now Sears, too easy. Hicks had his pocket picked by Sears. Guess what? Another three. Doubling up Arkansas State. Hicks will back down Griffith. Sears gets it back. High ball screen for Sears. Off the hesitation.
Love his patience in the lane.
Stevenson lost the handle. Back on the deck. Get past Griffith. And the flush.
Alabama done.
Arkansas State at least going toe-to-toe with the Tide here in the second half. Season high. They also recorded against Indiana State earlier this year. And the block. Wagee skied for that one. And a steal by Estrada. Sears. Tess.
Big fella there in the coat was turning.
3 of 8 coming into today on the season. Kind of a get-right game for him against Iowa. You know that Alabama's defense going to really focus on Edey. They're giving up that shot, and Trey Kaufman run making them pay for it.
A little two-man game and a foul at that midline. There's Mark Sears, the transfer from Ohio, playing with Wagee, and now back to Sears. And then, well, talking to Nate Oates before the game, you can tell he used to be a high school math teacher from Romulus, Michigan. As there's another three.
Analytics darlings. They are. Offensive rebounding, the free throw, the shooting.
Estrada, great defense there, creating that.
Well, you can just see Purdue with Edey off the floor. That second unit comes in, and they're just not the same juggernaut that you are, and that's not it's an obvious statement. You got to find Mark Sears. Purdue not matching up. They're going to have to find a way to score with Zach Edey out in the game.
Sears driving on Gillis. He took him the whole way. Free throw on Colvin. Right sole. Wraparound pass. Estrada wants it up top. Instead, Sears whips it into the corner. Right sole, another. This has been an adventure. Sears, another! Come on, Mark Sears!
Unbelievable. You got, they pushed him off. He's almost at the elbow.
He's leaning on Pringle. He throws
throws it off the window hard, and here comes Nelson. Edey wanted the foul. Sears swooping in down the wing. He scores again. And Mark Sears has been lethal so far. No, it dangled short. And out ahead, Sears against Edey. How about this matchup?
He had it. He made a call, and boy, that is just an unbelievable move by Mark Sears.
On first. And Smith, a great read now in a bit of a scramble. Sears to the lane. That's a goaltend anyway. It counts. Of college basketball this Saturday in December. That's a tough pass. Got it to Sears. And he sticks the landing. Here we go. From the corner. Yes, sir.
It's not a flare, but it's a pin.
Each team has had a 9-point lead in the second half.
I have to think Bama's going to look for Mark Sears. He's made plays all game long, whether it's on or off the ball. There's that flare again, and there's an open shot.
And he's got it. Again off the flare.
They have really looked for that flare action over the last couple minutes. He's done it in so many different ways. This time all the way to the basket. Perimeter in the second half. They just haven't made him at the same clip.
Just 6 of them compared to 13 the first half. Steal for Sears, and it's a 3-point game. The window. That looked a little like noon ball right there from Shireman. A little soft touch. And in transition, Mark Sears, that's the way Alabama likes to play.
Here, trying to look for contact that's not there.
Ryland Griffin is checked in. He's on the attack, and 2 for Alabama. The rim scoring for Creighton in Henderson. Pringle got decked at a foul. 35 tickets upstairs at the second level for his family here in Omaha, so he's going to have to sit, and Mark Sears will take matters into his own grasp. His arms, so now he's got sort of an assistant, a deputy trying to help. Sears puts it off the window and in. Points on 5 shots after 35 in Toronto. Nelson wants Shireman. Kalkbrenner clears it and lost it, and it's tipped beautifully by Pringle for Sears, who missed it, but Grant Nelson very active on a halftime for an Alabama lead.
The focus has been on him to start this half.
His energy has been dynamic. Sears the drop off and a foul against Shireman before he got hit by the screener. Sears using Pringle as a lead blocker for 2.
16 offensive rebound for Alabama. Now, a lot of those came when Kalkbrenner was out, but still. Wow.
Sears got the road roll for a 3-point lead.
Just really knows how to take control when you get in a bad spot.
Oh, Sears hopped into a 3 and layup.
Say, go ahead, walk in, take a layup.
Nelson lines up a 3 and a huge stick for Nelson.
Give him credit again, a little ball fake. There's Sears down the lane.
Sears in a hurry, a big hurry into Ashworth. He scores with the left. Seconds, Estrada for Sears. He drives with 5 on the clock and scores for 2. It's a
Love puts it on the floor, blocked. Sears, good defense. 6 of those have been threes. Love looking to run. And that was a great play by Lewis to make the catch. Effectively, Dave pass on Farnham, 5-point Alabama lead. But we thought at this point it'd probably be 30 to 25. Great pass that time over the top, out of the timeout by Nelson to Pringle. Goes without a long offensive spurt in the first half. Great defensive play though by Estrada. Poking it away, and they've got a 3-on-1. Good pass. Sears, the SEC leading scorer with his first points of the game. Follow, posting up, as is Johnson on the smaller Sears. Johnson gets past him because he committed an offensive foul. That's 2 on him.
Shot for him in this offense, and Nate Oates was talking about trying to get him to understand what is a good look for him here. Leadership of leading this team in scoring and being aggressive as he attacks downhill. I mean, he can go either way. He wants to get back to his left.
Last year, but what they lost from last year's team.
When you allow the opposing guard to get that deep, you're in trouble.
7th rebound for Ballo. Meanwhile, 0 for 7 for Nelson from 3-point land. Sears got tripped by Boswell.
Averaging over 20 points per game, 56% from the field, 48%. Feet ready. Here comes the screen.
From Stevenson, and not a smart for defense. Got the second one. For U of A. Ahead to Keyshawn Johnson. Gets stripped. What a nice play. It made just 3. Here's Love driving again. And got triple teamed. Bad spacing with Ballo and turned it up. Arizona being patient. Good hands. Sears got, but Sears took it away. Boswell did have 4 steals in the first half. His shooting numbers haven't been great. 4 turnovers, but played a lot of minutes with Love on the bench. It's hit back to 12.
There's been a couple of times this season already that in those moments where you need it.
Dona goes smaller with Keyshawn Johnson at the 5. It's 6-7.
Success tonight. Getting to the free throw line, 6 of 7. The switch.
Sears with the kick out. And the 3 from Walters.
Losses to Purdue, Creighton, and Arizona. Let's take a look at the starting 5 with Nelson, Waggy, Griffin, Estrada, and Sears. Speaking of Sears from the corner, right out of the gate. Dana, I'm guessing we're going to see a lot of fast breaks and a lot of 3s today. If you like that kind of basketball, that's what we got.
Yeah, typically teams want to try to slow Alabama down, but Eastern Kentucky says, look, we got to be who we are.
Lob inside in the friendly bounce. Waggy. Then curious to see what Brent Nelson's game looks like in SEC play. We know he can shoot the 3. He can do some other things for you, but he's going to be challenged inside at times. And on cue from downtown, great. Cosby couldn't finish at the rack. Walker loses the handle, stolen by Pringle. The bounce pass to Sears. Walters in transition.
Giving up too much ground there, and part of that is they're trying to learn how to defend without fouling down low, but you still got to be able to hold your stance.
How did Sears work that basketball in? And the Crimson Tide already, Dane. 8 dimes dropped, no turnovers. That's a pretty good start at the office.
They're sharing the ball extremely well and being aggressive. You see it right there. Another paint touch swing around the perimeter, and they've just got Eastern Kentucky in rotations. If you can make the defense
4 to 16, Walker connects. He's got 5.
Walker came off the bench last game, responded extremely well.
One of the top free throw shooters in the SEC, 3rd in the conference last year. Well, Nick Pringle's had himself quite a first half already. A season high 7 rebounds, and we still have 4.5 to go in the half. By the move by Sears, and he was fouled.
Said, hey, if there's one area that he could really improve on.
Still couldn't get the finish. That would have been big. Yeah, but that was one of the things you said about Kozart. Quietly gets the job done. Another.
Griffin twice has just got caught staring at the ball, not knowing where man and ball is, and he didn't get away with it on that one.
Sears,
but they at least have Aaron Bradshaw back in the mix and not missing much of a beat as he adds to that loaded Kentucky.
And a fine Nelson in the corner. That's off, but there's Estrada on the glass. And a foul called.
And going up, even though there's a little bit of traffic there. Way to go up strong. No one.
And now Alabama running again after the quick trigger, and then a turnover. It's loose.
Great hustle.
The Tide will settle down. Sears to Pringle. Good job by Nick Pringle down low.
Great dump off by Mark Sears, getting all the way to the paint. Cosby's getting some early minutes today. Normally he comes in a little bit later in the first half, but I think Coach Oates has been liking what he's seen out of the freshman.
6 on the shot clock. Reitzel will fire and knock it down. Quiet first half for Mark Sears, but he sets up Walters, who hits.
Great hustle by Ryan Griffin there to get back and trying to contest that shot as best as he could.
Opening for Sears, and he'll knock it down. Liberty on the run. Oh my. Chaotic sequence, and here comes Sears. Reitzel open. Another one.
Great job by Reitzel there, getting to the corner in the transition. That's what you want to see, is filling up those spots in transition.
The Flames will call a timeout. 14, and what a game for Reitzel.
And really this started from the defense of Alabama. They were doing the full court press man. They got Porter going in transition. He tried to make a dump off pass.
Uh-oh, there's Sears all the way. Ooh, and a deep.
That is, he's dribbling right. He's just looking up the floor. He's trying to create something happen, making sure he doesn't miss anybody running the court hard for him.
He'll fire a step back three. And now another chance. This time it's Sears.
He stops at nothing.
Oh, what about this take from Sears? Trying to answer. Little turnaround is off, and the rebound goes to guess who? Aaron Estrada.
I think Estrada knows he's on pace for a triple-double.
There's Sears for three. Everything is working for the Tide today.
Seen for a while now. Aaron Estrada, the transfer, having a heck of a season as well. But Sears, high off the window.
His game in this year was his ability to get to the rim.
Alabama coming off to Tawagi. Oh, Mark Sears, the left-handed. Lewis defending him. Shot clock at 12. Sears into traffic.
Drew also is under control enough where an ability to keep Alabama out of the paint. Right now, it didn't make it. And that's it. Vandy, watching their offense the last couple of years, you know they're going to get good shots.
Oh, Sears, what a pass. What a pass. That won't go. Contreras down there with an offensive rebound. He'll reset the offense, and he turns it over. Again, Sears leading the conference in scoring at over 19 a game, sitting on 7. Hits Estrada here, who buries the three. Weitzel. Sears, we were waiting for him to get a shot off.
That's tough. Another great ball fake. Love that.
Rebound to Sears.
Oh, nice pass.
Nice job by Sears, but good defense with Rylan Griffin. Gets the shot off at the horn and taken away by Sears. Camateros had it for just a brief second, and Sears steals 2. Sears, oh, behind the back, off the window. Magnificent.
Move and creates contact.
Sears, top of the key 3, and he buries it. Sears up to 17. Camateros, no good. Boy, that was a wide open look for the Commodore. Sears back the other way. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Sears is taking this one over.
We're gonna have to see a
8 on the shot clock. Sears fouled. Sears 4 out of 4. The second.
Well, in this next defensive possession.
8 to go in the opening half. Bama sloppy with the basketball.
Yeah, 4 turnovers here in the early going for Alabama.
Left side, Sears 3, bottom. It comes the other way. Sears on the wing, weaving through traffic, trying to step through, got hacked. Sears, the lefty, not step. The Muscle Shoals native, second attempt up. That one's good as well.
Some mental mistakes on the offensive end, some things we haven't seen this year.
Bama with the basketball. Sears, right of the circle, deep 3, bottom. A third bank first 3 for the Tide, second by Mark, and Alabama's to within 4, and here comes the crowd into it with under 12 minutes to go in the first half. Mack throwing it down low, nice catch underneath by Murray Bowles, stripped away and stolen though by Sears. Right, with 10:30 to go in the half, feeds it near side to Mack. Mack trying to back his down on Sears, had it stolen away. Sears picked his pocket.
Milked the shot clock, and Alabama not able to get the stop.
19-16, Gamecocks with a lead. Estrada on the wing to Sears. 3 for the tie, bottom. Back his way down. The lefty will give it off to Griffin. 7 on the shot clock as Griffin gets in the paint. Fires a pass into the corner to Sears. 3 seconds, 2, 1. The follow-away jumper. It's nothing but the bottom of the sack as the shot clock expires. Feeling better able to play tonight. 25-23 Gamecocks. Bama ball, Sears weaving down the lane, puts it up with the right hand, beautiful move, and also may have gotten a screen from Pringle underneath.
Yeah.
Floating a pass over to Griffin, 3, no good. Weak side rebound, Estrada. Aaron driving underneath, needs help, finds Nelson, hands it off to Sears, deep 3, near side, bottom.
Great job by Alabama defense leading to offense. The
is no good, and the rebound picked up by Sears. Mark getting it front court. Throws a lob to Pringle for the play.
Great job defensively, and Rylan Griffin sprinting the court. Mark Sears, who's been hot from three, recognizes it. Beautiful lob pass and the alley-oop throwdown by Griffin.
Johnson back to Cooper on the wing, driving into the lane, double team, a strip, and they're going to call it a jump ball. They are. Mark Sears doing it on both ends of the floor for Alabama tonight. Johnson got it back. Johnson on the drive, blocked by Pringle, picked up by Estrada. Aaron driving ahead, gives it off to Sears. Mark down the lane, gets bumped, no whistle, leaves it for Estrada. Near wing three. Bama lighting it up after a bank first three, and its biggest lead of the night goes to 9 points. He threw it away, but Johnson caught it, takes it to the corner, trying to shake free from Nelson. 4 on the shot clock. Murray Bowles with it. Pass into the low post, deflected by Sears, into the hands of Estrada. Mark says, give me a screen. Nelson says, here it comes. Sears on the drive, down the lane. Tough floater, got it. Wow, his world, we're just living in it tonight. Mark Sears gets it to drop, and Bama leads by 11. No whistle. Sears off of an attempted screen, trying to shake free, gets into the lane, spins, puts it off the glass, counted, and he is fouled.
Oh my goodness, what a play from Mark Sears.
Sears free throw up and good. 6 to go in the half. Pringle with it, flips it to Sears. Catch and shoot three, and I'd have been shocked if it didn't go in.
26 now for Mark Sears, just a dribble handoff move. South didn't get back on defense, and Nado's not happy with that possession.
Mark Sears doing Mark Sears things tonight. He's got 29.
Not allowing him to get loose.
Sam Walters with the basketball, thought about a three, instead gives it off to Sears. Says, I want to clear out. He gets one. Gray defending him. Now Walters, near side, three, bottom.
Defensive mistake by South Carolina.
Oh, that hurt. Cameron Matthews, 2 explosive dunks, and then Alabama comes right back, and that is a 2-pointer from Aaron Estrada.
So good and patient in the low post. He's trying to score, but he's also looking for cutters, and they have done a good job early.
Sears can't get past Matthews to Estrada. Floats it off the backboard. Well, that's a 5th-year senior right there. To Nelson and Bell down low, and Bell's just a massive human being down there.
Wow, what a call. I thought Sears played that well, and I thought he had a clean block. Sears is not going to allow Hubbard space, so there's the shot all over the ball. 5%, 49% beyond the three-point line, and here's what he does. On a night that he just dominated that second half.
He had 35 against Purdue. And a foul against Fort.
We've seen it often.
Mark Sears, who kind of played a secondary role. First half.
Jeffries is a solid on-ball defender.
Nice
Beautiful pass.
Wow. Nelson fires off the backboard.
Three-point shooting teams, they attack in a lot of ways.
Moore lost it. Estrada kept it alive to Sears. 4 on 3. Alabama pull-up 3. Rylan Griffin knocking it home.
I love how Griffin slowed down to gather himself before he took the shot.
Hubbard. Nelson takes it away. Griffin. Here's Sears. Pull-up jumper on the way. Sears with his first 3 of the game. And Alabama up by 7.
On the move. Pull it off the dribble or the pass, straight up for shots.
Moore to Smith.
Keep an eye on how Nelson plays defensively as Smith. He just kind of backs off him, and he can play center field like that on the shot block.
Another good defensive effort from Nelson. Sears in the lane. 5 quick for Mark Sears. He's in double figures now, and a timeout by Mississippi State as Alabama has opened up a 9-point advantage. as the Tide have hit 6 of their last 8. Mark Sears, the SEC's leading scorer out of Muscle Shoals, Alabama, getting hot now.
Well, you called it, partner, that pretty soon he's going to take control, and he has. Jump shot, driving, uses his body, starts the second half. He didn't do a whole lot first half, had a couple fouls and only 5 points, but he's picked up, doubled that production already. And again, the variety of ways this backcourt can beat you and the number of guys that shoot it and run the floor. Sears is the leader of that group.
He has been just really, really good this year, shooting right at 50% from behind the arc. Tonight, just 1 out of 2, just 2 attempts for him. He and his cohort, Josh Hubbard, for the Bulldogs, the top 2 3-point shooters in the Southeastern Conference. And he is the guy that makes it go for the Tide.
And it has, when you watch him play, he just seems to have control over what he needs to do for his squad.
Here's Sears, turning the corner to the rim and count it.
Hesitation and about the free throw line. And remember, sometimes they throw back to that weak side. He's coming across and he hesitates here. Boom, explosion. Difficult shot. Deshaun Davis is a good defender. Stays right with him. The reach from across, still the finish.
So Sears will head to the free throw line. He is 3 out of 3. Make it 4 out of 4.
Out off.
Averaging about 14 a game, actually 15 a game. Sitting on 8 tonight. Griffin, kick it back out.
Why, what a spin move.
Yabate. To Reitzel. Corner 3. Fade away. Oh,
bang. Wow.
Man. Sears.
Love the play design.
He goes strong to the basket.
I tell you what, I love the play design because you're trying to figure out if you're switching or not, and Sears either hesitates that time. He threw back to Rylan Griffin. They tried to help from the corner. Griffin simply took it right to the rim. See. Boy, look at Jeffries.
Griffin all the way to the rim. Oh, what a shot.
Changed hands in midair from the right hand to the left hand.
But he's done a heck of a job on the SEC's leading scorer, but he gave him a little bit of room there and he buried it.
Good call, Dave. Gave him a little bit of room because Nelson gave him a screen. Jeffries kind of hesitated.
Sears to Nelson. Had it stripped out of his hands. Loose ball, more. Sears, the scrum is on. Tie up, and Alabama will retain possession.
His length away from Sears.
Good screen by Nelson and the floater by Sears.
And 14 of 14 for the foul line so far this season.
Oh, and Sears got walloped right on the head, right in front of us.
Couple of assists, couple of steals. He has total control over what's going on for his team. When you're playing a team like Alabama that is used to winning, well, how strong is Sears?
His season average, which is the best in this league, at 20 points. And he calmly sinks the free throw.
That's body movement. Straight ahead.
Super effective. This is a guy, 2 in black, right there at 50, 40, 90. 50% from field goal, 40% from 3, and then the free throw line as well.
And this guy can shoot a little bit. Grant Nelson.
So your offense must be in rhythm if you're going to keep up with the Tide.
Tigers have hit their first 4. Alabama 2 for 4. And just like that, shooting their way into a tie game. That's Estrada, who's at 39% from deep. Up again. Guarded by Carter. They'll switch. Nope. Got caught in between, and Sears makes him pay for a deep 2. Dennis Gates happy to have him back, wanting to get him back into full swing. Missed the Kentucky game, a little bit of time when his grandmother was in hospice back in
Carter, size advantage on Sears. He rolls right into Pringle. They nearly walked with it. Now Aiden Shaw is off the mark. He's already made its first 5 shots. His 2 for 9 since. Sears with a burst. Physical play and Pringle with the layup.
Well, Sears, as you described that burst, he's got an extra gear, and he's from 3 on the year, and they need more out of him. And they're asking him to do more than maybe he's ever had to do, certainly in his Missouri career. But if they're going to right their ship this season, he's got to.
Big 3 from Rylan Griffin.
Golder says, oh, help's coming that way. Let me get out of trouble. Nice pivot work.
Inside to Pringle again.
Yeah, right back at him.
Now, putting eyes on Mark Sears moments ago, Dane, as he was right in front of us. It looks like he's still very ginger on that ankle. His injury occurred at about the 5-minute mark, and he left shortly thereafter.
Well, that's got to make him feel a little bit better, but you're right. He's hobbling just a little bit there. Paint touch drive. Sears gotten to where he wants to go twice, and Estrada a 3rd time.
Make it 4 now. Estrada with the layup and the N1 chance.
Here's against this talented Crimson Tide team. And a good job by Estrada with that pressure release. And Sears.
Nelson size advantage on Robinson. Sears for 3. Got it! Alabama with another run.
So not outrageous, not great, but it just seems like the timeliness of their turnovers have been really poor.
Sears steps through.
Turning you over.
Alabama, and we finish with Kentucky on the road at the PMAC against LSU.
Picked off, man. They're blitzing that ball, making life miserable for the visitors from Tuscaloosa early.
Sears penetrates. Where you're going. As Adu came down, so did Sears.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, and you've got a chance to see all of them, and you'll see those teams in action now and later window.
That's just unguardable because he's got the height advantage to begin with, and then how much pop he has in his release. He cannot get to his shot.
Good pass, Estrada. That should be an easy one, and it was. Jaron Stevenson, his first bucket of the night.
Weak side.
Ripped one back on his own. And this time a little too aggressive against Sears. Points.
Among Power 6 leagues.
Up the mess. He lays that up and in. Second chance points heavily favoring Tennessee. Great drive by Sears as they last game. But he's still putting points up in a big way. Walters gets open for a 3. Is he a terrific 3-point shooter?
Back on the floor. See what Nate Oates did to adjust, and well, if you start up by saying I want Sears to have an uncontested layup, then that with Nelson on the bench with 4. Ziegler one-on-one. Great defense by Sears. Estrada somehow got it up over Adu. What a shot.
Those 4 teams just in the last week have really grabbed my attention in terms of how well they're playing.
And balance, right?
Absolutely.
Sears kicks it. Estrada doesn't take the 3. James closed on him. More contest. He throws it up and in. He's very
guard in college basketball, Ziegler. And maybe the best defensive 5 guy in college basketball, Adu. He's playing that well.
And that was a really pretty play between Sears, who then dumped it off to Mohamed Wegi, who laid it up and in off the window.
Well done by Zakai Ziegler and Adu.
Sears over Adu. Boy, between he and Estrada, that Alabama trying to come right back, and a good force by Sears, who will go to
the ball. And she dug real deep in. Handle.
Sears the drive, and he will have a chance for a 3-point. You can tell each guy relishing this matchup. Connect, try to bull through him, and Sears won that battle.
He's actually better at that than just a pure catch and shoot.
Another drive by Sears, lays it up and in, takes it
20 or 25 points.
Yeah.
And Tennessee has been a clinic today guarding the ball. They've been beaten a few times, but man, overall they have squared them up.
And 16 for a team that shoots 40%.
And how many of those 16 3-point attempts have been really good ones? I mean, just a handful. What a weapon around that rim.
4 blocks to go with his 19 points. Sears knocks down a 3.
Jones trapped, unloads it. to Broom, kicks it on the left side, stolen away by Sears. Mark on the drive, goes downhill, tough shot, high off the glass and in, and Bama's on the board. Williams thought about a three, drives left, picks up the dribble, throws it down low and stolen away by Nelson. Grant flips it ahead to Sears. Mark in transition, going downhill to the rim. That should have been goaltending, and it is. Back it to add to Auburn's lead. It's an 8-point advantage. Here's Sears with it, bounce past Stevenson to the right.
High pick and roll, well executed. Mark Sears drops the dime and an easy dunk for Jaren Stevenson. I wouldn't think the shot clock would be an issue in this game.
I wouldn't think so either. Sears on the drive, sees parted, laid it up, got it to go, and Bama is back to within 6 with 14:51 remaining in the opening half.
Everything Alabama's gotten has been at the rim, all created by Mark Sears.
Dylan Cardwell in the basketball game. Driving is K.D. Johnson. Kicks it in the corner, and they'll give it off. A bounce pass goes inside. Cardwell able to step through 2 defenders and got the slam dunk to go. 16-8 Auburn. We've got 14:30 to go in the first half. Bama with the basketball front court. Sears fires a pass to Stevenson. To Muhammad Wagi, who's come in. Now to Sears on the left wing. Sears crossing over, stepping back, goes left, gets into the paint, flips it outside. Rylan Griffin, 3, by. Great start for Rylan Griffin. The bank first three-pointer, and Alabama is to within 5. We'll bring it front court with Johnson defending. He goes left, he goes by him, he steps back beyond the arc. Another defender picks up on the switch. Griffin all alone, 3 again, hits it again, and a baby. Rylan Griffin loves Coleman Coliseum. He's been hot in this building his last 2 times out, and Bama is to within 2.
And Coleman Coliseum loves Rylan Griffin. Listen to this crowd.
It's shown that he could stay with it. Sears directing traffic. Working against Johnson, plays off the screen, blows by him again, kicks it in the corner. Reitzel all alone, 3. Bama, 3 in a row from deep in the Tide's taking its first lead of the night. Sears with the basketball, timeline far side, working right side off the screen. Mark gives it up to Griffin. Catch and shoot, 3, and make again. Red, smoking, hot, Rylan Griffin doing it again. He's got 9 off the bench, and Bama leads it 20-18. Mark the other way. Sears front court. Sears top of the arc. Sears to his right. A couple of dribbles. Handoff. Reitzel, 3. Another bank first 3 for Alabama. Stops at the free throw line. Sears let it fly, had it blocked, got it back, goes down the lane, shoots it, and got it to go.
What a play by Mark Sears.
Rebounded by Griffin. Auburn now 1 of 10 from beyond the arc. Sears on the wing, held, no whistle. Baseline, skips a pass out. Latrell, let it fly, baby. Bottom.
Up. 2. And didn't have anywhere to go with it.
Sears to the rim, lays it up and in for 2. He blew past Berman to Reitzel now. Driving, stepping back again, giving it off to Sears. Mark, working, shooting, making the bank first 3 for Alabama, and the Tide now leads it 57-51. Sears with 15 for Alabama.
Couple of big plays after the...
Bama inbounds it out high to Estrada. Back to Sears on the right wing. Goes baseline. Gets underneath. Off the glass. Counting. And he is fouled. An and 1 opportunity for the pride of Muscle Shoals. Mark Christopher Sears.
Willed that one in. Auburn with really good defense. The intensity high on both ends of the floor. But Alabama's best player wanted the ball.
Care of that and get him back in likely very soon as Sears converts. Rebound claimed by Nelson. Gives it off to Sears. He'll bring it front court. Mark to Rylan. Steps into it. Another bank first 3 for Rylan Griffin. His 5th on 8 tries. And Bama leads by 5 with 7 minutes to go. Sears with it. Working between the circles. Mark calling for his screen. Will start downhill against Broom. Gets to the rim. Off the glass and in. What a move, Mark Sears. The Muscle Shoals native gets it done. It puts Bama back up by 2 to go. Reitzel to inbound it. Careful, fellas. Reitzel gets it into Sears. They trap him. He spins. He has it knocked away, and a foul is going to be called. Great shooter on the season. First one up.
3-point game. Foul.
Free throw is good.
Bama is the 4th best scoring team in college basketball. They love to run, and they get an easy transition bucket Well, Mohamed Diabute, that's his first. He just entered. One of the best in the SEC at it. Good cut. And nobody there to protect the rim on the finish for Mark Sears.
Oh, you can't guard the three and you can't guard the glass.
Hannibal at Ohio. Set last year.
Tom, in college basketball, you have to have a great mixture.
Not having the same luck tonight. Nobody stops ball. Into the corner. Three ball good. Bama back in front. It's Latrell Wrightsell Jr. with his third triple.
When Sears pushes this ball, the defense has to shrink to that basketball. So this is what Alabama calls a shrink three. They made the defense shrink and respect the ball. And they get in trouble when they start taking guarded or what they say is non-shrink threes. And Alabama really good at it.
Quartix left in the half. Hannibal tried to thread the needle.
What did he see? I was in the same sight line.
Well, tipped away by Wilkinson. Alabama regathers. Whoa, what a step through! Yeah. Sears able to finish. Red Hot has missed his last few. Estrada will take a turn. Why not?
On both ends of the floor just in the last couple of weeks. Good cut.
And a great finish by Sears. They set Sears. Came to his first Alabama game back in 20. Conference in the MAC tournament team before.
And you're built to go deep into March, but to your point about defense.
And then Sears answers a three with a two. On in a bonus.
One that sealed the win.
It was worth missing every as if we have a dump button. Sears.
Did we? Some losses in the American against Auburn.
And shot clock at 5. Williams kicked it right into the hands of Sears. Step through, finish. Wow!
Within the first 10 seconds of the shot clock. That's how aggressive and fast.
Here's Griffin. Why not?
Man, yeah, why not? LSU.
An elite defender he was and continues to be.
Settling for threes.
Adam Bellman does a lot of their in.
Back off the Sears. Sears on the drive, just as Pat mentioned.
So they will turn it over higher than normal.
Jalen Deloach in the game. Good find on the inside, and that one will drop on the arc. Alabama is 0 for 7 so far outside the three-point line. So what do? You take it to the basket, and that's what Mark Sears does. He's got 40 count on that being in the basket on the other end.
Right.
Sears.
Good catch.
By Nelson. Nelson in the first half. Sears, good pass inside, finding Stevenson for 2. Fouls, misses that here, Sears. Sears trying to get going. Demery, Sears, and Demery go down. Estrada, rare open look for Sears, and he makes Georgia pay. Estrada on Deloach or Nelson. Nelson answers on the other.
For Jaron Stevenson, ahead to Estrada, who will run the other way. Estrada got underneath, gives it off to Sears in the corner. 4-3, and it is good.
And help.
Bama down as many as 16 late in the first half, but has tied it up. Now going for the lead again. Sears, he's red, smoking hot. Mark Sears, he now has 17.
3 bodies down, back behind the play. Sears is going to push. Sears to the basket. He'll go to the free throw line.
Free, so he loses a 30-second timeout.
And looking at Nate.
No, that was the only review of the review he had.
Nelson thought about it. Sears, Nelson again. Yes! Again.
Shot clock, 42 on the game clock. Sears playing off the screen. Sears driving downhill, layup, good! And Alabama may have just iced it. Up 8 with 35 seconds to go.
Basket, so Georgia not done yet. Sears on the season, 2 for 2 tonight.
Sears with the basketball, up top to Nelson, back to Sears. Stops, changes direction, goes to his right, hands it off to Griffin. Ryland spinning, shooting, little baby hook off the glass and in for two, and Bama goes back up 5-4. Bulldogs, here's Matthews, a dribble to his right, picks it up, throws into the low post to Smith. Smith trying to back his way down, defended by Wagi, poked away by Muhammad. Here comes Bama the other way. We got numbers. Sears front court. Sears kicking it right side over to Walters in the corner. Stevenson, three, bottom. And Coach, the freshman, is growing up.
Great ball movement. Great ball movement.
Tide doesn't have numbers. Estrada working in the corner. A bounce pass to Sears. Top of the arc, three ball.
Can't leave him there. Can't leave him there. He's wide open, and he's going to knock that down most all the time.
Sears, who had 23, the majority of it in the last 10 minutes on the road in Athens. Down low, Smith, spinning, baseline, missed the layup. Rebound, fought for, tried to save it, but into the hands of a Bama player, and we're running the other way. Bama by 5. Sears going baseline. Leaves it for the trailer. Nelson with a flush. Smith didn't get back, Coach, and Bama made him pay. 20, a couple of buckets have cut the Bama lead down to 6. Now it's Stevenson on the wing. Tries a three, but he's 3 for 3.
He's got it going for sure.
Into the right corner. An open look from there, no good. Weak side rebound, Reitzel. Bama running the other way, leading by 9. Reitzel stopping on the wing to Sears now. Deep three. That one hits nothing but the bottom of the sack, and Bama leads it by a dozen. Matthews stops at the elbow, nearly walked. 8 on the shot clock, throws it away. He was looking for Scott, who did not move towards the basketball. Bama's got the lead and momentum when we come back. 3:50 to play in the half. 34-22. Tide leading the Dogs by a dozen here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. Pass to Sears. 10 now on the shot clock. Sears trying to go by a defender, hesitates, stops, looks, right corner, Diabate, driving baseline. Leader up and good. Goes to the rack, Coach, and gives Bama a 14-point lead.
Mississippi State had the help on the drive by Mark Sears. So when he passed the ball to the corner, he had a straight line to the basket. Took it tough.
An and one opportunity for Diabate. How about the play of Diabate and Stevenson off the bench? 15 combined points, Coach. Get it to go, and now Davis runs the other way. Gets into the lane, poked away by Estrada. Into the hands of Griffin. Now to Sears. Ryland driving down the lane. Swings it back to Mark Sears. Top of the arc. Steps into a three. Mark Sears, another bank first three, and Bama leads by 19. A minute 44 to go. Davis, Reitzel. Now Nelson, top of the arc. Right side to Sears. Mark on the drive, gets into the paint, hesitates, lays it up and in for 2. Beautiful hesitation move, Coach. Basketball with 16:20 to go, leading it by 23. Sears driving, getting into the paint, goes right, steps through, lays it up and in. Tolu Smith still looking for him. Nelson on the floor with 4 now as Sears drives, gets to the rim, gets fouled, and he'll go to the line.
Have that same thing with his right hand, so he tries to get to
34 minutes of work. Second free throw up and good. Full team outside Diabate. Do it, Mo. Too strong. Sears clears the miss. Sears drives in. Tough shot. No, but he is fouled.
How old I am.
Well, I'm right there. I knew after making the first, Sears will try another one. Moore cuts the Bama lead to 29 again, but Sears runs the other way. Flipped it over his shoulder, and the foul's going to be whistled. Sears shooting the 1-and-1. And got it to go. Even though she's right-handed.
She's right-handed, yeah.
She's got the way. Front court, it'll be Sears. Changing directions in the paint. No look pass. Walters, the lay-in for 2. Great feed from Mark Sears.
Great vision by Mark Sears on the last play. Good patience, great vision.
And a finish on the next possession, Coach. Little flip shot in the lane.
Can step out and also punish you at the rim. Sears bounces it. That's an easy flush for Nelson. The switch was late from Denver Jones. Alabama is the toughest to make that shot. And Auburn right now, they have the guards to knock down those 12-footers. Another bounce pass to Nelson, and we're going to have a foul on. Offensively that Bruce Pearl wants. Sears tries for the first time. He flips it up. He gets the friendly roll. Marks a launch, and Johnson misses a 3.
Cardwell's a terrific shot blocker. Chaney Johnson, number 31, also on the floor. Sears, nobody better, man. He can quiet a crowd with 7 on the shot clock. Mazzaro launches a 3. That's off. And the loose ball to Sears. And they will fly down the floor. Oh, he got it to go. What a play on Aaron Estrada.
Watch Alabama. That Auburn defense, that time it was Katie Johnson. They cover that nail, Ravi. So you got to make him pay for that heavy nail coverage. And you kick it out to that offensive player, and there's that physical play by Sears, man. Just the strength of this kid and what he's done offensively this year. The only Power 5 player in the country with over 440 points, 50 made threes, 85 assists, and 85 rebounds. But look what he does. He is so good driving to his left. In that first game, Dominic going to his left, not so much to his right. If you're Auburn, you got to get on that left paw as much as you can.
Turnovers in the first half of that first matchup. Reitzel spot up 3, got it.
He made it, but that's not the shot that Alabama.
Broom has Sears on him, and he used that to his advantage. He just couldn't
see this year. I haven't said that maybe ever about this league, but that's how deep it is. And I saw a team last night, South Carolina, that is no joke.
Sears, Nelson.
Got a couple of guys that can make some tough shots.
First field goal they've made in about 4 minutes. Stevenson left wide open. Chris Moore, Holloway, and Chaney Johnson. Pringle right at him, and that's comes out from the pack. Always with his head up. Nelson's 3.
The conversation, Antonio Reeves, but certainly Janai Broom is one of those top 5 guys on your all-SEC team right now.
Estrada.
Seasons, 2 tournaments, and Bruce Pearl got the other 2, right? It does not have the history of Duke and North Carolina. Sin is a low rate for opponents to shoot at the rim.
And you talked about forcing Sears to his right, which they have really tried to do, and they're got victimized that time. He goes with his left, right up and up. 85% free.
I mean, you have to stay locked up man to man. And Auburn's been a good job at guarding their own. Wood is my friend. He keeps his feet down. He keeps his feet alive.
The NBA game has become a bunch of little guys playing against big guys, talent and things like that. But if you got a player who, when I was in Philadelphia, it was Derek Smith, figure out something, because I'm really concerned about college sports because, man, it's the wild, wild west out here right now. Listen,
aren't being seen. 3 now, trending towards 80. Other in anything. Sears is able to get that to go, and now Mark Sears is 12. Sonic blockbuster game. Kansas, Baylor, 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific. Game day will be there. Cardwell the foul. Sears 22 points.
And it all goes back to Auburn's ability to guard the ball. It's not a trendy Final Four pick, Auburn right now. But this is the last meeting this year between these two.
80 free throws. That's 81.
Oh, Wright is grabbing his left quad. Estrada tees it up. That's through. So that's a 3rd triple for Alabama. Get in. Get used to this torrid pace. Alabama back the other way with a lay-in. Stevenson shovels to Pringle. Back out to Sears. Off the bounce, there's a whistle.
Tennessee started that game on your way back out of a deficit. That can take.
And went for a near double-double against Tennessee on Wednesday. So this has been a fine week. He takes a quick seat. Wright stumbled, nearly lost the handle.
Hunter Dean has Mark Sears on him. You got to get the ball to number 12 in goal.
Yeah, careless giveaway that time. Cook missed him. Sears and Alabama on the move. Reitzel connects again.
First daylight they see, bang!
Sears connects. 2 fouls. There's a giveaway. Lead feet up to Cook. Cook gathers the scoop. Tapped away, and Alabama's got it now. Maybe some numbers. This one developing. Reitzel gets one man in the air. Sears sets the feet. That's good.
6 seconds off the shot clock.
8 points for Sears. He's got it. Couple crossovers. Attacks. Trying to get around Cook. Flings it up. And that's through. New 20 for Alabama.
Walters is spaced out. Bottom of your screen. He's still ready.
Reitzel. 3-point game again with 90 seconds to go in the first. Sears, aggressive attack, and he finishes at the rim. Up top to Sears with 10 to shoot. One of Alabama's longer possessions. This is Rylan Griffin, 4-3. He play. He's nearly 50% from downtown. Sears, great pass to Nelson.
Oh.
And Grant Nelson's going to the line. Jordan Wright, came down on him. And looks like Nelson is dazzle at the rim, couldn't finish. Cook, second straight step back three. He's missed his last two. Oh, the connection to Nelson. Sears. We are past the midway mark. Sears goes up, and they whistle right for the foul. So Mark Sears, who lives at the free throw line, is headed back there now.
Look at Mama. Shot the free throw there. Didn't try to do too much, nothing fancy, just get the finish.
Griffin got it in the corner. They just have had an answer for just about everything this afternoon. 0 in the yellow. That's Trey Hannibal. Backdoor cut. Nick Pringle has just matched a season high with 15 points. 8-point game again. Sears was trying to slice it into it to Nelson. He's got it now. Head fake, the blow by Reitzel.
That's
into
beautiful.
the corner. Yeah, here's Griffin. Reitzel for three. Puts it in. Latrell Reitzel with 22. And it's a new season high for the senior.
Beautiful basketball. But pass fakes, making the extra pass.
Oh, Sears taken away from him. Cleared for takeoff. Hannibal, he's going to have to sit down now the rest of the way, but I don't think he didn't want to see Sears throw one down on him there.
Yeah, but Hannibal needed to have a little discipline, understanding this is his 5th foul. Trey Hannibal is done for the evening.
Watch the fall here. Pulsating off of Trey Hannibal, who has been, he's been very impactful.
It's early from Will Baker. Can they isolate, find him now?
And it's back-to-back turnovers now. That's 13 for the Tigers. Sears, that's good. Mark Sears with 18, close to hitting his season average. Timeout LSU with 4:02 to go. The Tigers led a few minutes ago by 1. It's been a 26-9 Alabama run since.
Transfer out. So he told coach he wanted to redshirt. Dale Brown said, redshirt, you jump higher, you run faster, you actually play better than anybody on the team. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make you a leader. He made him the captain of his team.
Still playing with the Raptors this year. That's a nearly 15-year career for Garrett Temple. So his two sons went on to ultimately play. Just a pillar in this community. Cornerstone, of course, led LSU to several Final Fours, 4 SEC titles. He's got the banner hanging in the rafters inside the Maravich Center. Carolyn, we're coming up on about 90 seconds to go in this one. Okay, 107.
Between the circles, 11 on the shot clock as he drives right wing. Gets to the baseline, is cut off. Circles away from traffic, now gives it off. Estrada, move high off the glass, and again, a circus shot goes for him.
We talked basketball, goes to the bench with 2 big second foul call.
Radford drives in, loses the handle as Pringle challenged him near the rim. Bama brings it front court. Estrada looking, Sears right of the circle. Catch and shoot 3.
Mark Sears gets his first 3 of the game.
Bama by 7 as Radford lost it. Picked up by Estrada. Driving ahead of the pack. Reverse layup. Wouldn't go. Rebounding foul is going to be called.
Pringle able to get the jump hook to go in, and that stops the Alabama run.
Stevenson dribbling to his right, gives it off to Sears, top of the arc. Over to Walters, right wing. Home sweet home for Sam Walters right there. Knocks down another bank first three, his second since coming off the bench. It's an outlet pass, Estrada. Aaron will drive into the front court. Hesitates, stops on the wing. Kicks it over to Sears. He will drive down the lane, whips a pass far corner. Griffin catch and shoot three, bottom. And Rylan Griffin really shooting the ball well as of late. He's got 8 for the Crimson Tide to lead the scoring. And how about defender? He feeds it to Griffin instead, though. Rylan on the drive, throws a lob that's saved by Pringle. Sears with 10 on the shot clock. Mark trying to shake free at 8, gets into the lane at 7, gets bumped by Coleman.
And understanding angles and getting to the line for a 1-and-1.
Made the first, made the second for the Sears. Mark driving left, goes down the lane, tough shot. He is fouled. An and-one opportunity upcoming for Mark Sears.
At the line for a three-point play opportunity.
He's 3 for 3 from 7. 6. Radford working against Sears. Got away with a walk. Puts up the runner, no good. Rebound to the miss. Then stripped away and stolen. Mark Sears with the basketball in the open floor. Stepping through. Tough leader. Blocked. Out of bounds. That's got to be a goaltend, doesn't it?
I think they called it.
Oh, my goodness. They did. It was a late whistle. Gets it top of the arc. Sears driving left. Stopping at the elbow. Going down the lane. No look pass Nelson for the flush.
What a look from Mark Sears.
Bama. Here comes Sears pushing it ahead again. Sears front court playing off the screen from Pringle. Working on the right wing. Steps back. Deep three. Bottom. Oh. Lid removed at Coleman. It's there. Sears driving right. Bumped by Garcia. Goes through him. Flips it up. No good. Rebound tipped into the hands of Estrada. Aaron kicks it back to Wagee in the corner. To Sears. 3-ball. Bottom. Mark Sears knocking down another one. 16 first half points.
Team foul for Alabama.
Radford with a basketball, working left side, spinning in traffic, taken away, and a tie-up is called. Sears, a great job reaching in as he was spinning to his strong side, his left hand. That forces another tie-up in the arrow. This time favors Alabama. Bean again, the largest advantage, 16. On the drive, wild shot put up, missed. Rebounded inside Carter, got away with a walk. Ball kicked around, scramble for it, picked up by Estrada. Ahead to Reitzel. Latrell on the drive, 3, bottom. Back-to-back, they change it and say it was a 2. It was the right call as Doug Chow saw he had a foot on the line. Don't want to let this get interesting in the final 5 minutes. Bama with Sears working away from a potential trap, gives it off to Nelson, fires it right side. Griffin 3, bottom, rattles that one in. The 13th bank first 3 of the game on 29 attempts for Alabama. Bodie didn't look at it. It did. Here comes Sears the other way to Nelson. Flips it back to Mark, top of the arc. Throws it in the paint to Nelson. Lays it up, off the glass and in.
Beautiful high pick and roll. It's been Grant Nelson.
Gets possession. Sears working top of the arc. Deep 3, bottom. You know, he had 16 in the first half. Like in the first 16 minutes. That's his first bucket in the second. Emma comes out with it. Diabate center of the floor. Mo weaving through traffic. Gets into the paint. Runner with the left hand. No. Tip is good. Diabate challenging. I'm not sure he got his hand on it, but he was in there fighting, and that's why Bama gets the bucket. Griffin in the corner. Catch and shoot 3. No good. Long rebound to Sears. Mark drives in and lays it up for 2 more. 86-63. Sears running the other way. Tough shot. Got it to drop. Shake free from the defender. Works right of the circle. Still guarded by Pullen. Goes to his left. Gets into the paint. Floats it in the corner to Walters. His 3. Bank first 3 for Sam Walters, and Alabama leads it 12-11 with 14:07 remaining. And Bama will come the other way. I'm out of breath. Somebody throw it out of bounds or something. Sears, tough shot. Got it to go. 16-14. Bama, cut me, Mick. With 12:32 to go in the opening half. Get the layup to go, and it quiets the crowd for a moment. Sears trying to wake him up again. Drives in. Reverse layup is good. What a move by Mark Sears.
Did by Florida. Otherwise, it was an easy dunk for Grant Nelson.
Here's Sears on the inbounds, driving underneath, lost it, got it back, got fouled on his conference play, but he missed the first, and he makes the second.
A little high pick and roll, and Grant able to finish at the rim.
Bama 2 within 1, but Samuel will drive in. Had his shot blocked by Grant. That's his 5th block of the night, and he takes it away. Ahead to Griffin. Bama looking for the lead. Sears near side, going to the rack, puts it off. No, and a foul is going to be called.
Alabama fast break, and good news, Mark Sears
flying. Looking, gets it into Sears. Going underneath the basket, hands it off to Estrada. He'll get into the paint, pump fake once, lays it up, and hung on the rim, and it fell through. Sears trying to get away from Richard. Now it's Estrada on the near side. Throws the lob, Pringle the finish. That was a clear catch and dunk.
Huge shot from Sam Walters, but pulling so good from the mid-range.
Sears driving, looking, Walters in the corner. 3 again, makes it again. He's made 3 in a row, 2 that counted. He's red hot, and Bama is back to within 5, and Coleman is on fire. The Florida native the other way. Griffin giving it back to Sears. Mark driving, dishing, Walters, corner 3. Mercy, is he high? Sam Walters has made it a 6-point game again, 76-70. And Mark will bring it ahead. Time for him to heat up. Sears, 3 ball. Mark Sears knocks it down. He's got 11. His first, bank first 3 of the night. And Bama is 2 within 4. Gators with it, a 3, top of the arc, no, rebound Pringle, and Bama trying to claw all the way back, down by 4, getting it front court, Sears, Mark to the rack, hands it off, Pringle, the layup for 2, and it's a 1-possession game, timeout Gators. The joints jumping, Brian Passingham for good reason.
And we asked for Mark Sears to step up. He did, and it's been more than just that huge 3 that he hit, his first of the game. But he's got 10.
Alabama, Mark working to his left, driving, backing out to Estrada, inside the arc, now to Sears, rising, firing. And Bama is back on top for the first time since the early moments of this game. With under a minute to play, 17 to shoot. Mark had it poked away, and a whistle and a foul on Florida. Sears has missed 2 today, but he didn't miss that one. 7 assists in 36 minutes. Hit them both, and we are tied. Sears to Pringle, back to Mark, looking, gives it off. Estrada, the drive, the teardrop, and it's answered by Bama. Timeout, Florida, as Nate Oates, Alabama Crimson Tide, has taken a 7-point lead in OT.
And Aaron Estrada.
And the Gators come out with it. Here's Clayton splitting defenders. Stolen by Mark Sears. He stole it away. And with a minute 22 to go, Bama's got it up 3. It's Estrada on the far wing. Give it to him. Mark, 3. No. Tip Griffin, no. But he got fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Walters kept it alive, and Estrada got the bucket. A 3 left side. No. Rebound tip. Ball 4. Sears has it. He's fouled. He's fouled. He's fouled with a second to play, and Bama up by 3.
Oh my gosh, Alabama getting on the offensive glass. Mark Sears to ice this game.
Woo. Ice applied as that one rattled and fell in. Sears hits it in OT.
DJ Wagner shooting just 27% from long range. Sears. Give it up. Floater doesn't go, but Grant Nelson is fouled. You want to turn up.
And they keep very busy too, Bert. Good cutting team. Love this little ball screen. Lob you to death.
Sears averaging 20.4 points per game. Estrada bounces, and he gets an open slam for Nick Pringle.
And these Georgia game assists, 3, whatever you want. That first half. Oh, they got away with a nice pump.
The ball fake, the lob, and slam! It's Pringle up high. Dillingham leads the country in points and assists off the bench.
Look at that little move. They want him to go to the right. You heard that yesterday. Take away his left.
Finished his career at North Laurel in London, Kentucky with 3,727 career points. The drive.
Nice.
Sears give it up. Layup goes. Diabate. Hesitation when it hits his fingertips. Both teams shooting it well. Alabama 67%. Up top. Grant Nelson goes airborne for the
regularity.
So it's a 9-0 run over the last 2 minutes and change. Sears trying to end it, and he does. A 20-2 Wildcats run. Foul called out front. Wagner.
A winner consistently.
The NCAA tournament last year. What their average would necessarily be. Track down there off the miss. They've got 40 points with 35 seconds to go in the first half. Sears, a series of moves, and takes it to him. Put some English on it at the end.
Nice job by Pringle sealing the deal.
Trail 62-46.
They better not give him some open. Not a good look here. Jammed it in.
The step in by Sears for the steal.
Don't go to sleep on this team.
Griffin, he lost it, gets it back.
Pretty pass.
Gives it up. And a slam by Grant Nelson.
That big-time delivery.
The offense has been free-flowing. Sears comes back with a 3-ball of his own. Oh, prolific.
Again, the defensive company getting back. A little nickel dimer here. Dillingham with the reach-in. Change for Alabama with dignity.
56 squad. They scored 87.9. Sears gets to the rim. The screen from Bradshaw. Bradshaw, pump.
Nice hands.
It's Sears who got that piece of it. To knock it away, Sears denied, foul call. So everything we talked about defensively, they 59 against West Virginia, who was ranked 20th in the country back in 2015. 106-71. Most points allowed under Oates. Edwards.
Oh, good shots too. Perfection. Nice slip.
Nelson tried to crank it. He's fouled.
Love the way he sets his man up.
Splits defenders. And Nelson gets hacked. Burks is out of Decatur, Alabama. Dropping it inside. Nelson. And the finish by Diabate.
And nice pass by Nelson, too.
So against Kentucky.
It was a little bit of a shocker, Bird, to me. It would be tooth and nail all the way to the end.
Another bucket for Diabate.
Flanagan working right of the circle, goes to the wing, stops, fires a pass inside, batted around, fought for, caroms off bodies, picked up under the pile by Griffin, who gives it out now to Nelson, to Sears. Mark looking to his left, nothing there, drives to his right, gets in the lane, gets to the rim and lays it up and in for two.
Was waiting on the ball screen, didn't use it because the defense was playing Mark to his left side, able to go right and finish with his weak hand, his right hand.
Thirdly roll there here in Oxford for the Rebels as Estrada drives right, goes down the lane, stops, fires a pass in the corner. Nelson fakes a three, drives and dishes. Estrada right wing. Estrada circling away from traffic, gives it outside to Sears. All alone, 3-ball bottom. Great work there by Estrada, finding Sears, who buries the bank first three-pointer. And the lead goes to 13 again. Sears with it top of the circle. Playing off the screen, drives in, tough leaner left-handed, crawled over the front rim, and Bama is back to within 11. Half of play. Here's Sears front court, playing off of a screen from Cosby. Now Davin, right side, three, routed around, popped up, and then fell back through the net.
Then Jamarian Sharp gets the block shot, but fortunately, Bama gets it back.
Pringle back in for Alabama, replacing Diabate. Here's Estrada on the drive, spinning to his right, kicking it to Sears. Three, right wing, bottom. 38-34, Rebels with the lead, but Bama with the ball. Here's Estrada. Aaron on the timeline right side, works it up to the wing. Still has the dribble alive, gives it off to Sears. Sears off the screen from Stevenson, fires the pass to Griffin.
Back to Sears. Sears on the drive, gets into the lane, got bumped off the glass, missed the layup, but goes to the line where he will shoot two. All for Alabama, and I believe Rylan Griffin was the other guy who came in as Sears hits both. Is it 6 again for the Rebels? Final 15 seconds. Bama wants to hold it for 1, says Nate Oates. Estrada trying to shake free from Flanagan at 10. Now at 8, drives, dishes, left side, Nelson. 4 to Sears at 3. Let's fly from deep bottom. The half ends, and Bama does it right. Going to the locker room down 42-39. Mark Sears now with the bucket. Every time Bama takes the lead, Ole Miss ties it. They buried the 3, but Estrada runs the other way. Gets it back out. Sears all alone. 3, too strong. Rebound tipped into the hands of Estrada. Estrada driving in addition to Griffin in the corner. Skip pass near side. Nelson in the paint. Drives in, spins, hands it off, and Sears lays it in for 2.
Alabama getting great looks on the offensive end. Need to get stops on this end.
Mark's already got 20 with 16 and a half to play, and Bama gets the steal. Here's Estrada weaving through traffic. Estrada on the drive, takes it underneath, throws it out. Sears thought about a 3, goes behind the back with a dribble, gets to the rim, has his shot blocked, but he got fouled.
Sears attacking the paint, taking the contact, and getting to the line.
86% overall on the year, and he gets 1 of 2. Claimed by the 7'5" big man Sharp. Rebels come the other way. They lose it, and here comes Sears on a run out. 1 man to beat, drives in, hands it off. Estrada the lay-in for 2. And a timeout, Ole Miss. 15:49 to go. 54-49 our score. It's Sears, 8 on the shot clock. Morrell with it, driving to the rim. Scoop shot laid up, no good. Rebounded by Pringle, and here comes Sears pushing it ahead. Bama by 4, 60-56. Sears trying to get down the lane, does. Top shot, it wouldn't go.
On with it this time. Able to take the ball inside selection, but made that layup much more difficult.
By Ole Miss and Brakefield as Bama runs the other way. Griffin down the lane, off the glass and in. Been terrific from there.
And that was a mistake by Estrada. Just grabbed the jersey of Alan Flanagan and giving Ole Miss a couple at the strike.
Back to a 4-point game. Estrada driving to the left wing. Behind the back pass to Sears, who will drive down the lane. Around the horn, Cosby, near side 3, bottom. Hadaway freshman, Davin Cosby Jr. knocks it down. A ball from the baseline, inbounded to Sears. Tied with it, up 5, the drive, Mark, the layup for 2. He's a lefty, but he went from the right to the left and got it to go in the...
Cisse.
Up 9 again with 5:18 to go. 9 matches the biggest lead for Alabama. Sears, backdoor look, Stevenson, good catch in traffic. Goes up strong, got fouled in Brakefield. Picks up the personal. That'll be his 4th. Backing it out, working against the defender Flanagan. Wants him one-on-one. Sears gives it off to Estrada. Estrada down low, Pringle. Pump fake, spins, lays it up and in for 2. What a move, Nick Pringle, as Bama now leads it with 4 minutes to go by a dozen. It's about a quarter step away from him. And then a foul on the inbounds play is going to...
down a couple in this game, but Alabama trying to get the ball to what he's doing right now, and that's at the free throw line.
Sears hits 2 free throws.
Great case for the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame. You don't have many coaches that win 800 games, and he just passed that mark.
Agreed. First-time nominee for that honor. Great ball movement by Alabama, but a missed 3 by Rylan Griffin. Sears knocks it down. As anybody in the country, it's obviously a very, very big part of the Nate Oates offensive scheme.
They want to get free throws, layups, plays at the rim, and open threes.
And so Mark Sears at the line. The foul, by the way, was a terrific player, but losing the services
per minute offensive rebounding is ridiculous. One of the best rates in the country.
Estrada, yes, the
succeed. They are content to do it, and they're supporting Dalton Connect.
Yeah, Rick Barnes said they embraced him immediately. Griffin, a good look, and hits it.
Rim.
Well, we mentioned Alabama is first in the nation in points per game. They're first in the nation in offensive efficiency per KenPom. They're 100th in the nation in defensive efficiency, though. Sears the bucket.
You're going to great case for first team all SEC, but also in the mix for player of the year. Like, he gets Meshack on his back. That's a Jalen Brunson type move. The strength that he shows, and Mark Sears shoots over 6 free throws a game. And coming into this game, he's made more threes on the season than Dalton Knecht. And you mentioned he's second in the league in scoring, just under 21 points a game. Dalton Knecht overall just under 21 points a game. But he's been more consistent with his numbers. Knecht will have like a 39-point game. Mark Sears had 35 in a game against Purdue, but you know, he is so efficient and consistent this year relative to last. He's just made a huge jump. What a player.
Also averages better than 4 assists per game, better than 4 rebounds per game, and almost 2 steals per game.
Around the rim, not draw 2 defenders and have a wide open 3-point shooter.
Jaron Stevenson with a corner 3 won't go. Alabama 5 for 16 from 3 in this game.
Good offensive rebound by Wagi there. Got an extra possession.
And they pay it off with a Mark Sears 3.
Tried to stretch this out before halftime.
Wide open Ziegler. Can't hit the 3. Tennessee has had some good looks on recent trips, has not been able to convert. Now Alabama can tie or take the lead. And a Tennessee foul. 2-year guard among them, and he's come back to
those shot fakes. Get defenders off the floor. You know he's going to do it, and he gets you to bite on it anyway.
Sears gets all the way to the glass, and it's a 4-point lead. It was
when you show the ball, he takes it.
Stop and go, connect to Adu, and he has it taken away by Sears.
Just brought it down enough where the little guys could get to it.
Those darn little guys. Grant Nelson with a 3. And Alabama's lead grows to 6. Walters as well.
And Pringle picked up, remember, those 3 fouls in the first half.
Awaka in for James for Tennessee. Estrada with 3. And what a player he is. Well traveled. St. Peter's, Oregon. The last 2 years with Hofstra, had a triple-double this week against Ole Miss, and he is having a great night.
You help off a little bit, you just kind of stun it, and all of a sudden Zakai Ziegler, you know, he's trying to protect.
Sears. Estrada. Boy, that is 2 talented, savvy guards right there.
2 guys making plays on the floor off 2 feet. And how about that little fake by Estrada to get the defense to bite before he went up with that left hand? That's big time.
At Buffalo, he said the concepts are the same, but I ran more set plays there, far fewer here.
Mark Sears was guarding inside, got switched off on a big guy, and just fought like crazy to make it tough.
And then a strong drive and finish for Sam Walters, the freshman from the Villages, Florida. Tennessee in transition. Knecht knocked away by Sears.
What a great play by Mark Sears. Stop and go move.
Walters fouled on a 3-point attempt by Knecht.
Well, look at the pressure by Ziegler on Sears.
One of the better defenders in the country. I don't know how Sears knew Pringle was there, but he did. Give him another assist.
Tentative, not quite 100%. He's 100% now. That was a foul by Meshack. He's only got 4 team fouls.
I mean, their roots. Sears takes a bump and will shoot a couple.
He's got 2 program guys in Santiago.
Those guys will walk around and say, okay, next group in right now. They great shape. Will have a leg up on the other 2.
A good defense by Meshack.
Sears lays it in.
They can run a little bit as well. 12th in the country, just a hair under 85 points a game. And it's an Alabama turnover, leads to a Florida run out. Nothing doing at the rim, and it is Alabama basketball.
Just
I think Todd Golden, though, he's not married to that. You get 2 fouls, you come straight out.
Rebounded by Diabate. Hitters now enjoy a 4-point lead.
Great job by Samuels to get his feet underneath his shoulders and not rush it so he could power through the contact.
And here we go. Now Nelson answers. This is what Sears splits the defenders and gets all the way to the rack for his first field goal of the game. Start, Florida's really turned it up. Sears reverses it in.
Alabama, if you're a guard in this league and you can't play through contact, you can't score. Really well done by Pullen.
Sears
for a lot of us. Yeah.
He was honored, got his framed jersey before the game today on senior night. One of 6 active players in college basketball. Whoa, Sears is getting going now.
That is a beautiful defensive job by Florida so far. They just need to defend without fouling.
Sears able to get to the rim. He is
easy. We have 13 minutes left. We have to play so hard, and we have to get tougher, tougher, tougher.
15 of Florida's 65 points have come in transition.
But he's right there with Tristan Guard on both ends of the floor right now. Then that kid from Houston, Braden Smith at Purdue.
Nate Oates screaming instructions at his team. Sears down the paint and one.
He was, again, scoring, going to his right. Just sometimes Ganton matching system. You can have orange 151, red orange 173, or brown 1535. We're at Billy Donovan Court. And the last repeat national champion came right out of Gainesville. And I will not be shocked at all if UConn doesn't win it again this year. They
said it was a foul on Nelson a few moments ago. It was obviously changed. He's still in the game. And Celtics on ABC, and it's UFC 299.
He's also deserving to one of my top 5 guys in college ball this year. The free throw shooter. You want him on the floor to close out games. And man, he's a liability right now in close games because of it.
Sears guides it in from the corner. He's got 1 for warm-ups. Then some teams would only provide 1.
It's got to be the same ball that you're going to play with, though, is my point.
You would think. Sears transition 3. And he buries that one.
He's go.
We had a little bit of a run-in with that huge black gate. There's other vehicles. Raise hell, praise Dale, boys.
On Alabama.
Jim, I think you just hit on something that's a huge advantage for coaches these days when it comes to recruiting. Instead of guessing
through point guard, and Zion Pullen, all those guys really good at that lead guard. And Nate Oates will talk about it again. He's been very transparent with all of us and his team. Defensively right now, they've all of college basketball. Think about this. The team picked dead last.
Yeah.
Dead last is playing the team picked first.
Arkansas, their second best offense is those bigs rolling out of it and making plays.
Walters from the corner skips off, but Nelson cleans it up. He steals in that game. Estrada dumps it off. Nelson couldn't finish the flush. Here's Battle.
Clicking.
Sears trying to make something happen. Able to share. And it's...
We have a league full of outstanding SIDs, and Mike Kaywood leads the charge.
There's Sears in the corner for his first field goal attempt.
Tom, go back and grade any game film. So many points are decided off those out of timeouts.
Over for Alabama. Meanwhile, the Razorbacks have made 7 of their last 8. Ellis trying to get the offense started. Battle looking for Mitchell, and a battle inside of Mitchell. Fouls Sears trying to find some space.
A good job by Sears as an undersized defender to circle the post. He didn't just try to establish one defensive guarding position. Continued to fight, continued to circle. As a result, Mitchell got frustrated with the elbow. Smart defensive play by an undersized guard in a bad spot. 10-0 run, faster than anybody else in college basketball. And they score such a high percentage in the first 10 seconds of the shot clock, one of the top 3 teams in the country.
There you go. Sears is the catalyst. The leading scorer in the league has his second triple.
Yeah, he works.
Sears finding his flow.
Multiple ways to get him open. He misdirection. He runs to his left, and then the foot race back to the right. Kind of a staggered screen up top that we see in transition a lot of.
Good defense by Nelson to turn around Ellis. And a hand in his face. Ellis turns it over.
% better off of catch and shoot threes than he is off the bounce. Watch out.
To Sears. Got it.
Can't get hung up in traffic. You cannot get hung up in traffic with Sears in transition.
Hasn't done anything in this game. He usually gives him 13.5 a contest. And he nearly turned it over. Here's Sears now. And a whistle.
Been there as a head coach. You want the right official making the right.
And his mom, Lamika, helping as much.
In the cookie jar. It's working.
Battle late in the shot clock. Went through 3.
And just fight his way to the free throw line.
For his last 28.
He's on a couple of weeks.
He does not lack for confidence.
What would your number have been if you went with that theory when you played?
99 is the largest number you can put on a jersey, so free throws. Here's Sears.
It took us a while to get there, but another intense battle in the SEC on the last day of regular season play.
Estrada gets turned around. And around Pringle and lays it in for his first bucket of the game.
3 to tie, but couldn't get it to go. Sears with the basketball, handing it off to Walters. Sam on the drive to the rim, off the glass, no good, but he's fouled. Willed that one in to make it a 10-point Hog lead. Here's Sears going the other direction. Goes to the rack, off the glass and in. Count it, and what opportunity for Mark Sears. Sears shooting one, trying to make it a 7-point game. And he does. Seconds left to play. Ellis with the dribble, working against Pringle. Throws it low post. Mitchell working against Sears. Mitchell trying to back his way down. Spin, shoots, misses. Rebound fought for. Walters had it, but a tie-up's going to be called, and the arrow will favor Alabama. Alabama had 9 fouls. That's right. That is the 16th foul. Alabama inbounds it. Sears to the rack. No, but he got fouled, and he'll go to the line for an over.
It is a change in officiating this year where they're waiting.
Some ball games. Now, make no mistake, they have been boat raced in several, but they have also battled many teams to the wire, as they are Alabama. In fact, they've got the lead right now by 4. Here's Sears with it, driving, stopping, backing it out beyond the arc. Sears circles away from trouble, goes down the lane, gets hacked, knocked to the deck, and he'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
College basketball this time of year needs rest, and a lot of times when really good free.
Here comes Bama the other way. Really need a bucket here. 64-57, 6:45 to play. A lot of time left, but needs some momentum gained again. Here's Sears driving, dishing to Nelson. Nelson will work his way into the paint. He'll stop, he'll spin, he'll shoot the little jump hook. Got it to go. Hog lead with 3:38 to go. Here's Sears with it front court for Alabama. Sears playing off of a screen, driving, kicking in the corner. Nelson. He'll let it go from 3. Bottom. Huge make there for Alabama. And for Grant Nelson, that is the 6th bank first 3 of the day. They've never led. Estrada with it. Giving it off to Sears. Every possession matters. Reitzel for 3. Bottom. Huge make, Latrell Reitzel. Alabama to within 4 again with 2:26 to go.
Looks.
Estrada working left side. Giving it off to Sears. Sears being pushed by Davis, no whistle. He'll drive and dish to Nelson in the corner for 3. Bottom, he did it again. Grant Nelson is 2nd. Bank first 3 in the last 2 minutes. Right at 9. 8, battle, going downhill. Hands it off, Mitchell. Missed the dunk. Rebound claimed by Bama. Nelson flips it ahead, Estrada. Estrada spinning left, giving it off to Pringle. Pringle to Sears. Sears out to Reitzel. Fakes a 3. Steps back for the tie. Bottom. Let's start over. Tied at 74. 20 seconds remain. Are picked up by Sears and then Nelson. Now Mark pushes it ahead. Bama looking for its first lead. Sears circles away from traffic to Nelson. Back to Sears. Sears working against the bigger defender Mitchell. Sears on the near wing. Crosses over. Down the lane. Back out Estrada. Estrada. Bounce pass inside. Pringle got fouled. A late whistle and he'll go to the line. Mark with it for Arkansas. Mark against Nelson. Lost it.
Grant took it away. Here comes Bama. Mark Sears to the rim, lays it in. Bama by 4 with 1:38 to go.
What a huge stop as Arkansas gets the timeout. Graham Nelson able to give ground, defend without fouling. That started the Alabama fast break. Bama up 4 with 1:38 to play.
He will try to help deny anybody coming to the ball, including Sears, or especially Sears. Bama's got to hurry. They get it into Mark. Mark will flip it ahead. Walters will drive in to the rack for the flush. Bama by 4 with 3 seconds to go.
He had 13 quick ones last night and was quiet after that.
Estrada for 3. Got it.
Florida's bigs can't make those little floaters in the lane. It's just a numbers game. And good news for Alabama fans is Ryland Griffin, who had that injury, has come back into the lineup. He's a big key to them.
Pulling, dancing with Nelson. They brought help out in the form of Griffin. Shot clock at 5. Clayton challenged 3 is wide left. And he went to the free throw line 3 times and went a perfect 6 for 6 from the line. Pulling with the push-off. Todd Golden not happy.
Well, they have been unable to guard the ball without getting blown by. And so for Sears to cut Pulling off there, and first team
from Perth, Australia. Jaron Stevenson on the floor for Bama. Here's Griffin. And back to their leading scorer, Sears. All conference versus all conference, and Sears wins this one. Mark Sears.
I thought it was awesome how you got him rapid too. That was cool. Right in the middle of the shoot around.
Well, he's rolling in his 5.0. Sears finds Nelson, dive and dunk. Sears bounces it to Nelson. Shares it to Pringle for the jam. Under 6 to play in the first half, and Sears playing with 2 personal fouls. Turns his back and reverses it in. What incredible body control and vision. Well, right there, despite the fact that Alabama has led the entire game, Sears with a shake gets the board. Sears dumps for Estrada in transition for the Gators. Estrada right down the paint. Pump fake, and he sneaks it in.
You want to be as a college head coach.
Sears hard into Hanlongton. And make no mistake, revenue, one big reason these coaches want to stay here, and after high-profile jobs opened up, gives Florida its largest lead of the game. Shoals High School.
That's the coolest person I've ever seen.
Wasn't a chance they're going to win the game, so he could whittle the deficit to single digits. The difference in their rating, .000.
When you see a trailing coach call a timeout late.
Where's the purse? Sears penetrates and takes it off the glass.
In there, but now all of a sudden you got 7 seed A&M, and then Mississippi State, what, 8 or 9, still alive?
I think he served the community that night.
In and out, they can get some quick transition buckets here, and they can get some little run. Try to get this thing to a manageable number. It's just not. Nate Oates is going to bring Pringle in to try to get a little bit more physical this game, saying, hey, Florida imposed their will on us, and they threw the first punch, but 40 minutes of basketball. And other than that start.
Sears to Nelson. Oh, man. And then Sears fighting for it. Gets it to Estrada for the layup.
That's why he's a first-team All-SEC guy. When you're down 22, you don't typically see this type of effort. But watch Sears and White here. That he's going to be the first to the deck. Dive on this loose ball. Get it to Estrada for the 2.
Now. Sears off the window.
A little bit. Showing you the right, then switches it last minute with the left.
Pringle can't stop popping and got another jam. He's got a dozen. 0 for 2. Talk to Mark Sears about his growth as a player this season, and they lost so much talent off of last year's team, including.
We said at the start, not only one of the best players in the SEC, you could argue he's the most improved player in the league as well.
he and Sean East would be up for that conversation. Griffin in transition. Team. And then they went in midweek to Florida on the Gators senior night and lost their second in a row. Sears with a beautiful reverse.
And they've continued that hot streak in this SEC tournament.
51% shooting, including 7 of 20 from deep for this Florida team. And Todd Golden able to
come away with it early February.
Side to Griffin. Ryland a pump fake and then a feed to Sears. He'll drive in. Tough shot of the lane. Got it to go and bam. Cougars. Now Sears running to the other end.
Defense right now. Alabama.
Sears shooting the first. Ty joining Estrada and Sears. Backdoor look deflected by Mark.
He did a nice job right there.
Sears a deep three near side bottom. Man. Mark will head into the front court. Cougars filled in nicely, but he'll drive in. Tough shot off the glass.
So allows you to get at the line for 2.
Sears ties it. Here's Griffin with the basketball. Feeding it off. Sears, tough drive right. And here comes Sears, front court for the Tide. Gives it off to Reitzel. Catch and shoot 3. Now, Mark trying to work away from traffic. Gets into the paint, steps through. Tough shot off the glass. Bitch with it. Handing it off near side Rogers. He'll drive to the right. Goes down the lane. Lost it. Scrambled. Picked up by Nelson. Into Mark playing off of a screen. Lets it fly from deep. Bottom. Controlled by Bama. Ahead now to Sears. Mark gives it off. Stevenson. Corner 3. Bottom. 7th on the Crimson Tide, but man, there aren't many any better than Nate Oates coming out of a timeout. Set up Sears with it. Sears working downhill, going down the lane, off the glass for the Crimson Tide with 17.5 minutes to go. Near side, Mark crossing over, stepping back, deep 3. Boys, he hot today.
Wide open and knocks down another one.
Fulton, his pass stolen away. Sears to the rim, lays it in for 2. He's got 25, and he's playing defense, too, and the Tide's rolling up by 20, and boy, Mama's loving it. Timeout, Charleston. Mama Sears loving what Mark Christopher is doing here in Spokane, Washington, and we are too. Timeout on the floor. 17:05 to play. Wants a clear out. Plays off a screen from Diabate. Gets bumped, kicks it in the corner. Stevenson catch and shoot 3. Away from traffic. Berzovic cut him off. Now Sears driving all the way to the rim. But the Cougars were able to keep possession and work to the other end. Sears on the drive. Hands it off. Wahi the flush. It is now Sears will drive. Fires the pass right side. Estrada 3. Driving to his left. Going downhill. Got 30 for Mark Sears. With Estrada losing it, giving it back to Sears. Tries for 3, and that's a great way to start. 35 to go in the opening half. Here's Sears the other way for Bama. Into the paint, the kick. Griffin right side, 3, bottom. Left wing, he will hand it off to Sears. Back to Pringle, goes inside. Clock at 5. Now they go with it to Blackshear. At 2, at 1, stolen away by Sears. Here comes Estrada the other way to the trailer. Sears steps in, deep 3, bottom. Ball's batted around and controlled by the Tide. Here comes Sears front court. Mark going down the lane, whips a pass left side to Griffin. Ryland gets into the lane, lays it up. 7 and moving here in the opening half. It's Reitzel on the drive, going down the lane. Too strong, long rebound, picked up by Sears. Mark in the lane, lays it up and in. What a goes to Sears. Mark out high at 11, at 10, goes left at 9, hands it off. Estrada lopes with the basketball. It's Harrison kicking it into the far corner to Moore. Moore will get it into the paint. Got away with a push off on Sears. Got away with a shoulder on Sears. Barely taken away, and it is by Bama. Here comes Sears, giving it ahead. Stevenson the flush. Bama coming the other way. Sears going downhill to the rack. It is blocked after it hit the glass. Bo kicking out to McLaughlin. McLaughlin driving, trying to back his way down, getting away with pushing twice. Knocked away by Sears. On Harrison, Bama, 3, bottom, Mark Sears.
To force a difficult shot.
Sears on the drive, getting into the lane, spinning, kicking. Walters, come on, baby. Getting it front court. Mark on the near wing, going downhill, kicks it in the corner. Sam again, 3, bottom. To Stevenson. Jaron will hand it back to Mark. Mark hesitates, goes down the lane, runner off the glass. Pringle to Sears. Mark left alone, dead on 3, bottom is right. Harrison on the drive, loses it out of bounds. And we'll see Brennan leave the game because I believe he got popped in the face, or at least trying to add to a 3-point lead late. 6, gives it to Pringle. Nice feed inside. Diabate, left-handed shot, he's good. Sears at 6, Sears at 5. Sears to the rack, inside. Pringle the flush.
2.
First free throw up and good. 6 assists and 3 steals. With 13:55 to go in the opening half. Sears trying to shake free, gets into the lane. He'll drive, he'll shoot over the right hand, blocked by Ryan. They're going to blow the whistle and say it was out of bounds or a foul. That's going to be a foul called.
Mark has not gotten a look, but
it's upcoming. And that one is good as well. Double team, gives it to Withers now. Throws it right into the hands of Mark Sears. A takeaway for the Tide. Sears hesitates, trying to drive, got fouled on the floor. 32. As the inbounds goes to Walters, now to Sears, steps back, deep three, bottom. That was a great look for Mark Sears, his first bank first three.
Why you got to defend the ball. Help came, and the dunk was a result.
Pringle at the elbow, a bounce pass to Sears. Short corner jumper from 8 feet is good.
Did against Grand Canyon.
Inbounding it, Sears, catch and shoot three, bottom. Oh, baby, knock it down, Mark Sears. Left wing gives it up to Pringle, hands it off to Sears. Mark driving down the lane, splitting defenders, laying it up and in. Great move, Mark Sears. Gives it off to Sears, running down the left sideline. Driving to the basket, gets to the rim, lays it up and in for 2. Quite a start for Mark Sears. He's got 14. By Davis, and he'll run it down the sideline for the Tar Heels. Now he'll run it down the lane. He'll feed it off, but right to Mark Sears. The chance opportunity upcoming for the Crimson Tide. Great feed. Sears layup good for 2. Nick.
That was big what Ryland was able to do on both ends of the floor.
Pringle on the drive, hands it off. Nelson got bumped.
5+ minutes.
Bama with the ball down 3. We've got 14:37 to go. Sears to the wing, a bounce pass. Nelson fakes a 3, drives to the rim, short, rebounded his own miss, puts it up. Nobody's fouled. Our Heels after trailing by as many as 10 in the first half. Right side, driving, Ryan. Bama will run the other way, down 6. Now it's Griffin, steps into a 3, bottom. Big bank first 3 there. Timeout, Nate Oates in Alabama. 8:10 remains, a 3-point game between the 4-seed Alabama and number 1 Carolina. Sears trying to get downhill, gets to the rim, lays it up and in. 1-point game. Los Angeles, Bama and Clemson playing way out west to get to the Final Four. Stevenson inside.
Another one at point blank range. That's 3 wide open layups.
I simply meant the catch and the layup in one motion when I said that, but Sears gets it done on the backdoor feed. 3:56 to go in the half. Here's
Sears
Gerard throwing it inside Hall. Stripped away, nearly stolen by Sears, then Hall. Basketball, surveying the floor, goes to the top of the arc. Steps back, deep 3 from dead on, and it's bottom. Oh, he's heating up. Mark Christopher Sears, and the Tide can feel it now, up 5 with 1:38 to go in the half. Driving, getting downhill, getting out to Sears, all alone, left wing 3, bottom. We'll take that all night long. Griffin, he'll pivot, gives it off to Sears. Mark, looking low, finds Nelson, hands it off. Pringle the flush. Mark, working against the defender, has it right side, steps back, deep 3, bottom. Mark Sears. Muscle Shoals native, knocks it home. He's got 11. Here's the other way. Mark Sears going left. Sears looking, firing, near side. Open 3, bottom. How about the youngin'? Jaron Stevenson to his right. Stops, looks, fires it back to Mark. Deep 3, bottom. Mark Sears gets it done. Another bank first 3. He's got 14. 6th rebound. Bama the other way. Driving, Pringle, Sears. Let it go, baby. Oh, yeah. Tide heating up. Leading it 68-59. Up 6 with 5 minutes to go. Estrada to Griffin to Sears. In the corner. 3, bottom. Mark Sears. Mark Christopher Sears getting it done. Looking at us. Said, Mark just said it's over. Go play D, baby. It ain't yet. Backs it out. Will go against Godfrey, their best defender. Sears driving left, crossing over, stepping back, deep 3, bottom. Oh, Mark Sears, a bank first 3, and a stoppage in play briefly. I'm not really sure what for, but 1:11 to go. Bama by 7.
Give it up. Pringle on the feed for Sears. He is fouled. Will sit. Sears working to get a shot. He does. That's Sears who can make off-balance deliveries like that look easy. And a rebound to Sears. Alabama can take the lead. early offense. Reitzel got a three.
And has so much confidence right there. Latrell Reitzel off the bench. Potent from downtown.
And that was 10 feet behind the line.
But great awareness, too, by Sears to find him.
He brings all-around skills to this Alabama squad.
Oh,
Sears
hesitation.
The lane opens up, and Sears takes full advantage. How about down? Sears threads the needle. Walking around the perimeter. Griffin lines it up. Buries a three.
Worst shooting games from three in this tournament.
Reitzel, count it for three. 6 points now for Cam Spencer. And UConn leads at 38-33. The drive. Sears works it to advance to the national championship game. It's all coming up. AT&T at the half. The jumper is smooth for Mark Sears. 8 seconds left.
And I think he's very good in the back, helping out, too.
Sears, reload. Sears puts it up and in. Griffin. Now Sears gets involved. Sears trying to turn the corner. Griffin got him. Grant Swindler.
Patience right there. Twice going at Klingon, finding the open man.
Nelson lost it to Klingon. Trying to save, they do. Sears, the corner pop goes for three.
Again with that dribble drive.
Give it up.
Look at the hustle by Castle.
Sears. He takes those steps to the rim. We're going to hit the 8-minute mark. Sears, ball fake. Sears. Oh, he corkscrews in for two, and the foul. He's an 85% shooter. And once again, Newton is down 5 on 4. Spencer.
Guys from Hudson County don't sleep. You knew that they were going to make that adjustment. They backed off and took it away from them. Wow.
Sears nails a long triple.
Talk about a tough-minded guy.